You know what? Screw the intro. Let's stop wasting time and hop headfirst into Syringion's lore. The earliest update we have of Syringeon is the second one, which would be located at the FNAF-like minigame with the Naughty Ones and Bittergiggle. This update starts out by explaining that he was put on some type of score, which determines how presentable he is to people, but more importantly to kids. Unfortunately, it's stated that Syringeon had turned out to be the least presentable because of the mechanical arms he has. So due to this, the staff are looking for potential replacements to fill in the role of teaching multitasking within the facility, and are awaiting management to make a decision on how to properly continue. Furthermore, the LLTT have been contacted in regards to moving him. Update 3 basically says that Syringeon is being replaced as Stinger due to him having a higher KAS score. Also, according to someone on the band cord, had said KAS could stand for Kindergarten Acceptance Score. So while Syringeon is not presentable to anyone whatsoever, it seems that they're repurposing him to do tasks that are too dangerous for any normal human to accomplish. Seeing as this option is purely beneficial, they present the idea to management, and wait for them to make a decision. In the next update, it details how they have been training Syringeon to complete various goals, such as operating surgery on the mascots, containing those said mascots in case they ever breach containment, and maintenance on machinery. Because this training has been going well, the scientists say that this option would be wiser instead of getting rid of him altogether. Management has still yet to make the decision though. The 8th update just describes how successful Syringeon has been with surgery so far, and how efficient he is with not needing a whole lot to make cases of any kind, as well as how he enjoys doing operations in his free time. Update 10A starts off with a particular note talking about cases 4B, which are produced by Syringeon himself outside of training. These are not other than the GV citizens we see in Banban 7 and 6 to some extent. Some of these cases can vary not only in shape, but as well as behavior. However, that is to say they all majorly act similar and share similar appearances. This is most likely due to Syringeon treating this creation process as like a hobby or perhaps even an art form. Because when they asked why he's making these cases in the first place, he just said, "I was practicing to get better." The next update right after goes into further detail about cases 4B. The following being, they take the appearance of a tall malnourished humanoid. They're only Javanium colored due to pigmentation chemicals or most likely paint not being available to Syringeon. These cases are not known to be very smart, probably due to there being very little genomes to be found. While capable of speech and understanding it, they seem to only listen to Syringeon if he wants them to do something, and any interactions with humans result in disobedience and vulgar language. However, interactions with any other cases are completely fine. Now, the final update talks about an attack that had happened within the northwest part of the facility. This attack most likely being the Bring a Friend Day incident where the bulb had collapsed, but can't say for sure. In response, they are not only trying to pinpoint the culprit who had helped with the resources to carry out this attack, but also in order to retrieve these resources. They want to present the idea of cases 4B going in to get the resources to management, but are awaiting for their approval on this once more. Now that we're over the interesting lore of this facility's surgeon, I think it's time to see what he's like within the games and what kind of personality he has. For what I've seen, Syringeon's main characteristics consist of being an upfront control freak who gets angry when something doesn't go his way. Despite that though, he seems to at the very least be able to resist himself long enough from outright killing us, though on that note he's come very close to doing so, like in Banban 7's ending. Anywho, he's upfront by stating things how they are, not trying to sugarcoat anything. He also doesn't take jabs at us, well, maybe he does, or even blame us for whatever is happening, unlike a certain someone. So how is he a control freak, you may ask? 1. He commands the citizens like an unstable military sergeant, ordering them around and brutally attacking them when they don't do something correctly.
Those aren't the scissors. How many times do I have to between hammers and scissors? You useless waste of resources. How many times do I have to tell you not to touch without my permission?
He gets especially frustrated when they are involved in surgeries he's operating. 2. Just take a look at the city's rules. What these all basically boil down to is allowing Syringeon to do whatever the hell he feels like under the laws he created. Also, the statue rule may suggest he's incredibly egotistical. Alright, so here's some other things that couldn't really fit into anywhere else. Syringeon was close with Bittergiggle, Queen Bouncelia, Sheriff Toadster, and of course, Sir Dadadoo at some point before they each had their falling out. Also, Syringeon seemingly wanted to keep Flumbo a secret for some reason, so I actually wrote this before Banban Zero was released, since I was gonna mention something about it here, but there is a reason why Syringeon was so strange about Flumbo. It's because he was actually made to replace Banban due to him experiencing those familiar feral episodes ever since he was a kid. The thing is, Syringeon was reported to be practically obsessed with tinkering on Banban. Plus, it also seems they both have a father and son relationship in a way, so I can see why he wouldn't be too keen on replacing him. In fact, as it turns out, Banban himself wasn't too keen on the whole replacement either, as he tried to kill Flumbo with Remamba, and when that didn't work, he just tricked Flumbo into getting trapped in a closet for who knows how long until Banban ate. However, with all that said, we can yet again conclude another character's lore in this franchise. I kinda wish there was a little more I could talk about, but Syringeon's only been around for like one game and a couple of cameos thus far, so maybe I'll make a short or something to update his character. Come to think of it, I'll probably do that for other characters as well, since Banban has new stuff in the 0th game. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye for now.